But you are afraid of the loose skin. In about a year's time, I lost 120 pounds and I did it naturally through exercise, changing my eating, which I'm gonna share with you guys in this video. So let's talk about loose skin, all right? I know it's a thing. Maybe you lost some weight. Maybe you're thinking about losing weight, but you are afraid of the loose skin because you see all these people with this saggy skin and you're like, I don't want that. And I get it, I 100% get it. But here's the thing, right? You might have loose skin. It's just a fact, right? There's so many different things that add to the loose skin. So what I'm gonna share with you today is how to reduce the amount of loose skin you get from weight loss, right? So it's like, you might have some, but maybe you won't have as much as the next person or as much as you're seeing people have, right? I'm gonna give you some tips to reduce loose skin as much as possible while on this weight loss journey. When you lose the weight, you feel good, all right? And you feel like, okay, maybe I don't have to get additional surgery. Let me quickly introduce myself so you can see why I'm somebody that's even talking about this, all right? All right, I'm Mylika Paulette. I'm a mom of 4, and about 8 years ago, I was 350 something pounds, right? I was that woman who was 35 years old, 37, I don't know how old I was, 37. And I was literally, it was like my feet hurt. I had plantar fasciitis in both feet. So my feet were constantly in pain. My knees, arthritis in both knees. So my knees were constantly in pain and my back was hurting and all these things. And I was a whole athlete in college. And yet I'd allowed myself to get to this size. Honestly, I had a lot of shame in it too. How did I allow myself to get here, right? That was me. And in about a year's time, I lost 120 pounds and I did it naturally through exercise, changing my eating, which I'm gonna share with you guys in this video, and shifting my mindset. But here's the thing, when I lost 120 pounds, people were expecting me to have all this loose skin. Like, people lose this much weight, they sagging everywhere, right? And I wasn't. And they were like, what on earth? You were born with that. That's why you don't sag. Because that must run in your family. Guess what? It doesn't. Actually, what runs in my family is being more prone to the saggy skin. Like, I had people in my family who had babies and stuff, and then they had all the, you know what I'm talking about, all that like stuff here where your stomach turns into that. So I was actually more prone to having saggy skin, and I didn't. And I'm gonna share with you guys why. So anyways, after I lost the weight, I coached thousands of women to help them achieve their health and wellness goals, right? Their weight loss and wellness goals. And I don't really coach anymore. I'll do a consultation, I'll help someone on their journey, but I'm not out here coaching. So what I do is I connect you with other amazing experts in this space. And I also share tips, strategies, resources, things like that to help you on your journey, right? So be sure to subscribe to this channel and share it with others. Let's get to this video. All right. I'm just gonna go right into and give you what I did and what lots of my clients did so that they didn't have the saggy skin, because my clients weren't getting saggy skin either, y'all. It was, we kept it tight, all right? Here's the thing. The first thing is we stayed away from processed foods. Processed foods are actually adding to that sag, right? If you notice, you'll see a lot of people who maybe have had weight loss surgery or something like that, and nothing against those people. People have to do what they have to do, right? But those people who have weight loss surgery many times have saggy skin. We've also seen people who did things like keto and vegan and all this stuff, and they're like, what is this? And you know what I'm talking about? It's like hanging over. And they don't understand. They're like, well, the only option is to get skin removal surgery. And it is definitely an option, pretty much the only option when you have that much saggy skin. I will say, after about 7 years after I lost weight, I had skin removal surgery, but it was only for a certain area, right? And I've just talked about this in many videos, but basically I had 4 C-sections and also had a hernia repair. So it wasn't really saggy skin. It was just this weird lump at the bottom of my stomach that I was like, I'm done with this. And I got rid of it. Anyway, so I'm gonna tell you what I did to keep my skin tight. All right, so again, the processed food, get rid of the processed food. All it does is it impacts the way our skin breathes, lives. It kills it, right? And so that's part of the sag. So no more processed foods. Eat what comes from the earth, walks on the earth and the sea. Reduce like those trash foods, right? So that's candy, that's a bunch of crappy sugars, that's all that stuff. eat more naturally and your skin will love you for it, right? If you think about it, celebrities and athletes who look young and look amazing, or like you'll meet someone on the street and you're like, oh, she's what, 34? And she's like, no, I'm 64, girl. And it's like, 64? Yes, because she did these things, right? She wasn't eating processed foods and kept her skin intact, right? So getting getting rid of the processed foods and literally eating, like I always say, what comes from the earth walks on the earth and the sea, that helps for when you're losing the weight to keep that skin tight, right? Because when you're eating a bunch of crap, maybe you buy a bunch of crap and that's what you eat all day in order to lose the weight, that crap is not adding to the skin situation. You'll lose the weight eating that crap, but like there's all these little companies that sell you crap that you gotta eat. You'll lose the weight, but that skin is gonna sag, right? You wanna stay away from the saggy skin, so I'm showing you how. Get rid of the processed stuff, all right? So that's number one. Number two, drink your water, right? If you talk to anyone with really great skin, no bumps, and their skin's always amazing, they stay hydrated. Our skin needs to be hydrated in order for it to stay elastic and also come back together, right? It needs to be hydrated. So drinking water is the best way to hydrate your skin. It's better than any shea butter or lotion or whatever. People always talk about different things you can put on yourself. Put it in you. Put it in yourself and you will feel so much better and be so much stronger, right? So staying hydrated, no processed foods. The other thing is exercising, lifting weights. Lifting weights is huge because when you're lifting, your muscle is now filling it out, right? So because the muscle is filling it out, now it's supporting the skin. A lot of people get into lifting weights after they lose the weight. Do it during. It may slow down the weight loss slightly, but it's gonna be so worth it at the end. You don't have to get skin removal surgery, right? And I will say some excess skin is hereditary, right? But it doesn't have to all be. If you come from a family that is more prone to excess skin like I am, like my family is, guess what? Doing these tips allows you to keep your skin tighter, right? Even before I had that bottom removed, right? That bottom belly removed, my top stomach was strong and tight, right? Because I did these things. Again, like I said, hydrate, eating quality foods, real foods, and exercising, getting that strength training in. It's super, super important. We talked about good quality foods, getting rid of the processed foods, staying hydrated, and getting your sleep. This isn't talked about enough, right? If you're tired all the time, your skin is an organ. It's the largest organ we have. If you're tired all the time, you begin to impact your organs, including your skin. So if you notice, think about it, just something small. When you don't get enough sleep, your eyes sag, right? I know mine do. If I don't get enough sleep, my eyes naturally sag already. So if I'm not getting any sleep, it's even worse, right? Major sag. So if I think about it that way, not getting enough sleep, that happens. Imagine if you're consistently not getting enough sleep, how it affects all parts of your body. So be sure to get your rest, right? When you're getting an adequate amount of sleep, it impacts not only just your weight loss, but it also impacts how your skin behaves and reacts to the weight loss. So again, eating those quality foods, exercising, hydrating, getting rest. You do those 4 things, and guess what? You'll have way less skin after you lose that 50 pounds, 100 pounds than you would have if you weren't doing that. Because we've all seen that person who, oh, I lost all this weight without exercising, but they had that extra skin. You don't want that to be you. You want to be someone who's like, I lost all this weight and look at me, I'm killing it, right? Already, without the surgery, without this, without that. That's what we get to be. And that's what we get to be with doing these 4 things, all right? So if you have any questions, you're like, oh my goodness, Alika, how do I do this? Comment below, comment any questions you have below. Share this video with others. And go to alikafillette.com so you can get on my list. You're receiving my tips, my weekly newsletter strategies, and also referrals to different experts and programs that they may have to keep you going on this journey, because this is a journey to better health, to wellness overall, feeling better, having more energy, and living the life that you want to live. You get to feel like you again, all right? I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day. Take care.